What's going on, YouTubers? It is your boy, Alyx Man, back again with another video. This is my Raw review for August the 5th of 2013. I have a special guest with me. Say what's up, bro.
What's up?
Preston from Wrestling in Paradise is back again. And we're going to review Raw tonight. And take it from us, guys, this Raw was really good. They pulled out a lot of crazy stuff for this Raw. I mean, Preston, just your overall thoughts on Raw before we get started with the show.
I really enjoyed it. I will say this is probably one of the most enjoyable Raws, I would say within the last year. I sat through it, and like Alyx told me, it didn't even feel like it was 3 hours long.
Sure didn't.
We were at the 10:30 mark, and Alyx was like, this show doesn't even feel like it's about over. I said, I know. I said, I could sit here another hour and watch it. So, WWE did a very good job tonight on making it not boring. I've thoroughly enjoyed it, and I will say this, it's like I told Alyx, I said, is this the go-home show to SummerSlam? I thought it was that good, so, yeah.
We kick things off with the corporate makeover segment. Stephanie McMahon brings Daniel Bryan out in a new suit with his hair tied behind and, looking all corporate and stuff. Some people say Damien Sandow-like. You saw how he looked, right, Preston?
Yeah.
Okay. He comes out and cuts a promo saying, in quote, that John Cena is an entertainer and that he, Daniel Bryan, is a wrestler. He had to claw, scratch his way up to the top. He had to deal with the craziness and the fact that he had to dress the way he did just to get the approval of Vince McMahon was ridiculous. And someone like John Cena can retire tomorrow, get fired tomorrow, and go live at home with his mansion, with his cars, go swimming and stuff like that. Have you seen how his mansion is, by the way?
Yeah, matter of fact, I was watching Bar Rescue last night, and I was flipping channels, and I actually watched, a little bit of Total Divas, and I kind of saw his fucking house. Holy shit, that thing is huge. He has a 3-car garage, people. That thing is fucking massive.
And then Daniel Bryan said if he was to get fired tomorrow, by the way, he has been fired, so it's a possibility. He actually said that he would just go to the gym and continue wrestling and go wrestling on the indie circuit and stuff like that. Whatever, because he loves wrestling. Got a huge ovation for that and got the crowd behind him. And then Vince McMahon came out and pretty much said, if you want to win the WWE Championship so badly, I can help you win it if you do what I say. Shave off your beard. And, Daniel Bryan plays it up like he's going to do it. He goes to the barber chair. We have Wade Barrett, of all people, come out with a razor. I don't know why. It was so random. But he came out with a razor and was going to shave it. But then Daniel Bryan headbutts him, puts him in the chair, and then shaves off half of his beard. He looks ugly and stuff, so that was hilarious. And then he takes off his suit and reveals his new shirt. The beard is here. It's just a parody of John Cena's The Championship shirt, which is crappy anyway. So I love the segment. I thought it was actually really good. Vince McMahon made Daniel Bryan look like a beast. See, when Vince McMahon is playing that condescending evil boss role, it's actually beneficial to the show. When he's trying to be a babyface, sometimes it works, but most of the time it's just, But, Preston, how did you feel about the opening segment?
I thought it was really good. I actually missed the opening promo. I turned on Raw just as Vince was coming out. So, Alyx told me and I caught up on it. So, Vince did his whole spiel and you want to be WWE champion and blah, blah, blah. And did the whole shave the beard thing, which I was like, yeah, that's really not going to happen. It was good. I enjoyed it. Yeah, I will say this, though. The beard is here. I'm not gonna lie. I think is a shitty catchphrase. I don't like it, actually. The thing is the champ is here. Cena's been doing that since he won his first WWE title, and it meant a lot to me back then. And I still like the champ is here. I've always liked that catchphrase, or whatever the hell. Again, Cena's been doing that since the first WWE title. Actually, he was doing that when he was U.S. champion. Matter of fact. So, beard is here, yeah, it's kind of like CM Punk's, knees to faces bullshit with The Rock, so it'll be gone pretty quick. I don't think it's going to be a lasting thing, so.
Oh, no, it's not, because like I said, it's a parody of John Cena's shirt, so right. I don't think it's going to last very long. But that's why I saw it as. It's like, he's making fun of Cena. I like that. I didn't think they was gonna sell it for real though. You told me.
Yeah, like, cause, you know, I'll talk about the other merchandise I want to talk about when we get to the Divas match, but I was on WWE Shop and they actually are gonna sell it, and it's like, why?
Well, let's see how well it sells. I don't think it will sell that well because, well, if it does sell very well, I'm gonna be extremely shocked. And I actually would think that's pretty cool if he does sell that shirt. But to me, it was a parody of John Cena's shirt, so I don't think anybody will be walking around in the store with the Beard is Here shirt. Don't you think? I like Daniel Bryan, but I don't have a beard. But even if I did, I still wouldn't be walking around with a shirt that says the Beard is Here. I don't think it's gonna make me the most popular person in the room. But good opening segment. Moving on to the first match. Rob Van Dam versus Alberto Del Rio with the return of Ricardo Rodriguez. Good to have him back. The match went a good 5 minutes, but what happened was Ricardo put a bucket in the corner, and then Alberto Del Rio ran headfirst into it by accident. It was supposed to be for RVD, and then RVD rolls him up, pins him 1, 2, 3, and in a shocking turn of events, Alberto Del Rio beats the fuck out of Ricardo Rodriguez because he lost the match on his return. So I've been thinking about it, dude, and some people have been telling me he's doing it to get heat, but it's his best friend, and he beat him up over one loss. That's not really all that big of a deal.
Right.
Now, it's not like he lost to Christian and lost his world championship. Okay, right. I get that. He just lost to Rob Van Dam by a roll-up, so for him to go that nuts and beat up Ricardo Rodriguez, and he didn't just like smack, punch, no. He kicked him, he put him in between the steel steps and crushed his head. I'm like, is it really that serious?
He fucking Matt Hardy that son of a bitch.
Good God.
Cause I was like, well, when he started to set it up, I was like, ooh, cool, I haven't seen anybody do the step ring post spot since the Edge Matt Hardy feud, that's why I said that. So I was like, okay, cool, I like that spot. But it's like, damn, Del Rio, like, did you just, like, fucking have an aneurysm or something? Like, he just fucking snapped, like, started beating the fuck out of him with the bucket, and then he puts him between the steps in the post and destroys him. I was like, he just came back, and now he just got demolished, like, okay, what a return. So, I don't know where the hell it's going, but, I mean, Del Rio sucks. Just, yeah.
I don't know how well it's gonna work now without Ricardo, bro. That was the best part of his gimmick. Well, we'll see.
We'll see.
Next up is Cody Rhodes having a promo with the briefcase he threw inside the river. It's all damp and messy and musty and disgusting. Has like seaweed and he tells Damien Sandow to come up and get the box. He wants to make amends and stuff like that. Damien Sandow says, no, I won't come out there unless you get away from the box. Damien Sandow goes inside the ring, and then Cody Rhodes attacks him. He runs away, opens the box, and shows the contract all messy and ruined and stuff like that. Damien Sandow and Cody Rhodes has the potential to at least be a sleeper match on the card. Definitely a show stealer if it becomes really, really good. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Definitely. But I do have a question, though. In terms of cashing in the briefcase, does Damien Sandow, does he have to have the contract? Can he just go get another one, you know? Because that's what's really going to help me get invested into this. Because if he can just go get another one, you know, what's the point of this? If, let's just say, Cody Rhodes rips up the contract, does that mean he stops becoming Mr. Money in the Bank? You know what I'm saying, Preston?
Pretty much. Well, here's my thought process for this feud. They're going to have the match at SummerSlam. They're going to go maybe 2 or 3 pay-per-views on this. It's going to end up in a Money in the Bank match.
Hell
it's
yeah.
It's going to be a ladder match, I would think, where they're going to have a new briefcase and a new contract. Whoever wins is Money in the Bank. Because, you know, again, Cody took whatever the fuck was left of that contract out of that briefcase and threw the briefcase to the floor. So, Cody now has, I guess, the contract, whatever's left of it, like I said. So, we'll see where it goes from here. We'll see what happens on SmackDown tomorrow once they tape it. It's going to be interesting to see where this goes from here. I will say this: I'm not a Damien Sandow fan whatsoever. Still not. Don't care. But I am a Cody Rhodes fan, so I am pulling for Cody in this one, and I am liking the feud so far. You know, it's got a nice build to it. It's simple, but it's effective. So I'm thoroughly enjoying it so far. So yeah.
Right, and you can agree with me when I say that this is the best undercard feud since Cody Rhodes and Rey Mysterio, right?
I would think so. I can't think of one that was probably this good, so I would pretty much agree with you there.
Awesome. Alright, moving on to this match. Ryback versus Mark Henry.
Sucked.
It was garbage. Guys, I am sick and tired of these voluntary walkout, count-out finishes. Because Fandango's been doing that for a month, and now Ryback's doing it. What's it supposed to do? Oh, it makes you hate the bad guys more.
No.
No, it just irritates me. It just makes me go.
Sucks.
It's just stupid.
Yeah, it's fucking stupid. Hey, I'm gonna walk out. Why are you a pro wrestler? Seriously. You're just gonna walk out of a match. Why the fuck are you even doing this?
I don't know. It's annoying to me.
It's bullshit heel heat. It's not. I can't even call it cheap heat. It is bullshit heat. It's terrible.
I hate it. I'm sorry. And I get the whole point. You're supposed to hate it, but it's like, no, I don't just hate it to, I want to see him get his ass beat now. I'm just like, no, that just annoyed me. I just don't care now.
Yeah, exactly.
That's the wrong type of heat you want to give. So, whatever. Bullshit match. I'm sorry. That was actually one of the low points of the show. And then we have John Cena's promo. This one was interesting. Pretty much, he says that it's that time again. This is a familiar feeling to him. Sometimes he has to go against a real wrestling fan favorite, which in this case is Daniel Bryan. He did it with The Rock, he did it with CM Punk, and now he's in a position where all the fans are against him now. And he pretty much called Daniel Bryan ignorant because he said Daniel Bryan was glorifying his days in the Indies when he shouldn't be doing that because he should be more concerned with his days in the NFL, you know, not in the Arena Football League. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And he's all like, pretty much he just buried the Indies, which I got was pretty BS. After that, he started preaching about, oh, people think I can't wrestle, but I'm an 11-time WWE champion. And I said, so you're praising yourself for losing the championship 10 times. And then he got a boring chant, and then he says that it sounds like fans are ready to see Daniel Bryan versus John Cena. And then Randy Orton comes out, tells him that I'm going to cash in on you when you least expect it. And then the Shield comes out. And then Daniel Bryan comes in to, you know, protect them. And then Brad Maddox comes out and makes the main event. The Shield versus Daniel Bryan, Randy Orton, and John Cena. What are your thoughts on John Cena's promo, bro?
Every time Cena does one of these promos, I hate him more and more. You know, putting down people in pro wrestling is pretty bullshit to me. You know, I'm sorry, John Cena. I know you think you're Mr. fucking high and mighty, but you're not. Putting down the Indies and putting down what Daniel Bryan did to get to this company, to me, is pretty disrespectful. You know, I understand, oh yeah, people do it all the time. Well, you know what? The independence is where you're getting all this talent from, John Cena. Without the independence, there would be no pro wrestling. Okay? I hate to say it, but it's pretty much the fucking truth. Yes, WWE, but if you didn't have the independence to get all this talent from, where would the talent come from? You know what I'm saying? And, you know, Daniel Bryan glorifying his Indies. Well, John Cena, you barely went through the fucking Indies. Okay? You had 2 to 3 years of an independent run, then you went straight to WWE, and you've been there ever since. And I like the fact that he's like, well, if I get fired, I'll never wrestle another match again. So really, you're that fucking loyal to this company? Like, and, you know, anytime I hear anything about John Cena getting fired, I'm just like, yeah, that's really gonna fucking happen. So, you know, I don't know. But I was not a fan of the promo, you know. So, you know, he sounded bitter and all this other crap.
He sounded very heelish in a sense.
Yeah.
Like he was mad at Daniel Bryan for what he said, and the fact is, it's true.
Yeah, it is.
You do have a mansion. You do have 13, 10, 20 cars and 3 garages for him. I'm like, so what? And he's all like, oh, I'm not going to change who I am for you people. I'm like, okay, then you're going to continue to get booed because apparently not a lot of people like it.
Well, think you fucking suck.
I think it's funny because he doesn't really get why fans chant, you can't wrestle. He thinks that they actually think he can't wrestle. I think they know he can wrestle.
Well, it's because his matches suck.
True.
People, that's the truth of it. Cena can wrestle, duh! I know he can fucking wrestle.
He's only good when he needs to be.
When he phones it in every fucking match, yeah.
Yeah, it's garbage. But yeah, that's what it is. Cena's promo, I'm pretty sure it's going to cause a lot of controversy amongst indie fans, so I'll see how that works. But the next match here was the Wyatt family versus Tons of Funk. Preston, your thoughts on this, bro? How you like the Wyatt family?
Wyatt family is like, I love it. I can't put it into words. Like, every time I see the Wyatt family, I'm like, oh shit, and I'm just glued to the screen.
Right.
It's one of the best gimmicks I've ever seen.
You know what I like too? I like it when Luke Harper took a punch and got right back up and just started
he's a fucking machine.
Yeah.
Man, what was his name of the Independents? I was gonna say it and I forgot.
Brody Lee.
Yeah, Brody Lee. I knew it. For those who don't know, that's who that is. That's Brody Lee from Shikara. So, and he's a damn good wrestler. And who's the other guy?
Eric Rowan.
I don't know who he is, but he's a fucking animal. When he did that shoulder tackle to fucking Brodus Clay, I was like, holy shit.
And then he roared after he did it too.
Yeah, I was like, holy crap,
these two are savages, bro.
I know.
It's awesome.
I love it. And then Bray Wyatt comes in and he does whatever the fuck that shit was in the corner. And then fucking does his finisher on, was it Brodus Clay? Yeah.
Clay.
And like, cuts promo and then, this shit, I fucking marked like a bitch, I'm sorry. So Kane starts doing his promo, it's awesome Kane, and then this, and I'm sorry if this happens, I'm borderline gonna buy this show. They're possibly setting up for Kane and Bray Wyatt in a fucking Inferno match.
Inferno match. To the fans that don't know what an Inferno match is, pretty much, there's a ring, there's fire around it. How you win? You set your fucking opponent on fire. Folks, we haven't gotten this match since 2006. And even then, that was a rare opportunity because when did we get the match before then? 2001. Dude, I'm pumped. Okay, if this match is happening, alright? They haven't confirmed it yet, but Kane did say, Monster Kane, by the way, did say in his promo that he's going to wrestle him in a ring of fire. What else would you interpret that is? I'm just saying, guys, we have Daniel Bryan versus John Cena. Cody Rhodes versus Damian Sandow. We have Christian versus Alberto Del Rio. We have CM Punk versus Brock Lesnar. But then, on top of that, guys, we have a possible Kane versus Bray Wyatt in an Inferno match. A match card like this for SummerSlam hasn't been this good since...
ever.
2005? 2000...
But this is gonna be one of the best SummerSlam cards I've ever seen. I'm talking, this is like 2002 levels of, like, great card. Like, 2000, in my opinion, is one of the best SummerSlams of all time. 2002 is one of the best SummerSlams of all time. 2005 is one of the best SummerSlams of all time. And then after that, it's kind of pick and choose. Like, I like 09. 2012 last year was pretty good. This year, though, this is WrestleMania. Fuck WrestleMania. WrestleMania sucked complete ass this year.
Exactly.
This show is going to be... I don't know how to describe it. You have got possibly 3 of the best main events I've ever seen to a card. You've got Daniel Bryan and John Cena. You've got Christian and Del Rio. That's a money match. Punk and fucking Brock Lesnar. Holy shit. You've got a solid undercard feud in Damian Sandow versus Cody Rhodes. And if we're getting Kane and Bray Wyatt in a fucking Inferno match, like I said on Twitter, take my fucking money. So yeah.
It's crazy. So yeah, guys, I'm excited for SummerSlam. The next match here is Caitlyn versus Layla. Now, Layla did talk about why she attacked Caitlyn, and I like this because she just pretty much said, I did it for the attention. I am tired of being pushed in the background because I wanted to show the Divas division that I'm flawless, like the whole way cool stuff. But I like it because it's simple and it's a classic heel. Layla did it because she's a bitch. There's no rhyme or reason behind it. I did it because I could and I wanted to. She can turn on AJ anytime if she wants the attention, you know what I'm saying? The match itself, though, it's alright. Typical Divas match. Layla beats her after AJ distracts Caitlyn. And yeah, that's that. And then they go skipping away, Layla and AJ. I swear to God, if we get Lay Cool 2.0 with AJ and Layla, I don't think I'm gonna like that.
We're not.
I hope not. But your thoughts on this?
I liked it. Caitlyn has merchandise, which I'm like, yay! So I'm planning on buying a shirt, actually, at some point. maybe next paycheck. So, yay, Caitlyn has merchandise. Like I told Alyx, very few divas have merchandise. So that says a lot about Caitlyn and AJ having t-shirts. Because before then, divas really didn't have merchandise. Very few. Like I told Alyx, I think Trish and Lita are the only two I can think of that had actual physical merchandise. Had t-shirts, posters. Props to WWE for giving, this storyline time and effort and all this crap they're giving it. I'm behind it 100% and behind Caitlyn 100%. I'm eating it up, basically. So.
Yeah, because AJ Lee is an actual villain. She's
right.
an actual bad guy putting Caitlyn down. Caitlyn has to actually struggle. She's actually going through some stuff, and she has to struggle through some stuff. She lost all her friends. She lost her championship. She's hit rock bottom pretty much. So now it's up to Dolph Ziggler to come and pick her back up. I know where this is going, and we'll get to this later on. Next up is CM Punk versus Curtis Axel. Here's my thing about this match. When they had CM Punk come out and was going to attack Curtis Axel and Paul Heyman, I was like, you know what? Just let them brawl. Let them fight. Let them go backstage and kill each other. I'm fine with that. But then they brought it back to the ring and they started the match. And I was kind of like, I like the brawl more, but okay, I'll take the match. The match was good. I didn't have any problems with it. CM Punk tried to go after Paul Heyman throughout the match, and I like the storytelling going on right there. CM Punk is so blinded by rage with Paul Heyman that every time he sees him, he wants to choke him out, and that's like the main priority, killing Paul Heyman. And then the match ends in a weird fashion. He gets his hands on Paul Heyman, chokes him, and he gets disqualified for it. So I'm like, wait. He got disqualified for choking a guy that's not in the match. Paul Heyman didn't even interfere in the match. CM Punk just choked him. I'm just like, how is that disqualification? What rule did he break?
There's a couple weird booking calls tonight, like, just weird shit.
But it doesn't really matter that much because Brock Lesnar comes back, and they brawl their asses off. CM Punk and Brock Lesnar beat the living hell out of each other. It's so awesome. They go over to the announcer's table. He's jumping off of the announcer's table. They're using steel chairs and everything like that. And then at the end of it, CM Punk's going to hit Paul Heyman with a chair, and then Brock Lesnar shoots up and hits him with the F5, walks away. Still dominant. CM Punk still has yet to get the upper hand on Brock Lesnar. I like that. Keep him as the underdog. It'll make that match a lot more special. Your thoughts about this, Preston?
Love it. Brock and Punk's the best thing this year so far. It is. I can't. Fuck Rock and Cena. Fuck that feud. Fuck that match. Sorry. Fuck that crap. This is my thoughts on it. This is my feud. This is what WrestleMania should have been. Punk and Lesnar are tearing it up. And, I shudder to think what the hell the Go Home show is going to be next week. Because, Brock Lesnar is going to be on Raw next week. There's just no doubt about it. Because you wouldn't put Paul Heyman versus CM Punk in a match if Brock Lesnar was not going to be on Raw next week. You just wouldn't do it. So we're going to get Brock and Punk one more time before SummerSlam next Sunday. So I'm very intrigued and I'm very enhanced in this feud. Punk is doing his role very well. I like he's you know what? This is how AJ should be in TNA. This kind of broken, kind of shell of a man character, Punk does it to a T. AJ doesn't know what the fuck he's doing. And I love how Punk's playing it up, and just, he's doing a great job. He's doing a great job as a face. Punk, sometimes him as a face are hit or miss. This time he's hitting it on all cylinders. Brock Lesnar's a great heel. Paul Heyman's a great heel. That belly to belly on the floor.
Sick. That's
one of the most brutal belly to bellies I think I've ever seen in my life. Like, Punk just got crushed into the cement. Like, it was just nasty. It was great, and Punk got some offense in, and this is not going to be a match, at SummerSlam. There's just no way.
Hell no.
I wouldn't be shocked if they actually throw a stipulation on this, because these two aren't going to wrestle. It's not going to be a wrestling match. It's going to be a fight. So, I don't know if they're going to relax the rules like they did last year, or they're going to put, like, no DQ on it or something.
Well, it is the first match, so if they are planning to go like months with this, maybe they will just keep it a singles match. But
you know what, Alex? They're probably going to go to Hell in a Cell with this.
Hell yeah! This is a Hell in a Cell worthy feud right here. You're right about that.
Oh hell yeah, it is. That's why I said it, because you can't tell me that they're not going to do this in Hell in a Cell. There's just no way they can't. They're going to have a Hell in a Cell match. There's just no doubt about it in my eyes. So, there's my thoughts on Punk Lesnar. This is great.
It's really good. Yeah, man. Alright, next match is Fandango versus the returning Kofi Kingston. Kofi Kingston wins. It
was okay.
Good to have Kofi back, though.
Kofi back, cool.
Triple H is backstage with Stephanie McMahon, whose crying is not as good. It's as bad as it ever was, honestly.
Terrible segment. Terrible.
Triple H says that Vince has lost it. He says that he goes around and does whatever he wants that's bad for business and stuff, and Triple H is gonna stop him. He's gonna stop him. Next match is the Real Americans versus the Usos. It was a decent match. I'm curious to see what they're gonna do with these two tag teams, because I do think they should be on SummerSlam. What I want to see is the Real Americans versus the Usos versus the Shield at SummerSlam. I think that would be pretty cool for a tag team championship match. Would you be okay with that?
Yeah, and Alex, it is confirmed Kane and Bray Wyatt is in a Ring of Fire match.
Which is pretty much an Inferno match, pretty much.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah! Yay! I'm excited, so it's fine with me. I mean, I'm not a huge Real American fan. They're okay. Usos, yeah, get them on any card. They deserve more time. And Shield. So yeah, I'd be fine with the triple threat match. Shield, honestly, I hope we do not get Mark Henry and Big Show versus the Shield.
I am praying to God we don't get that match.
No.
I like Mark Henry, but Big Show, why? Why? That's like one of the most random things you can do with the Shield. Put him in a match against Big Show and Mark Henry. It's like, why? Just put him in a good tag team bout with two tag teams that can actually work. That's what I'm saying. But who knows, dude. Dolph Ziggler versus Big E Langston. I didn't like this match. Now, look, I like Dolph Ziggler, and I think he's a great babyface. This match was sloppy, and it was rushed. You can tell they was trying to get everything. They was trying to fit a 10-minute match into 5 minutes. They was botching. Ziggler missed his famous Big E dropped Ziggler like twice, and it was bad to me. And it didn't look all that well. But Caitlyn came out, tackled AJ, and ended up costing Ziggler the match and giving Big E the win. So this is where I went, yeah, we're going to get Caitlyn and Ziggler versus AJ Lee and Big E Langston in SummerSlam. Which is alright. I mean, at least they're on the card, right, Preston?
I guess.
I know.
I'm sorry, I still hate it.
Yeah.
I hate it to death. It's just, no, I want Caitlyn and AJ to finish this feud. But if I get them at Night of Champions, I'll be fine with it. If the tag match is the segue to Night of Champions, fine. Because, actually, you know what? I'd be fine with it if that's what it's going to be. I guess you could do the tag match just to kind of be like the little like kind of breather between the title matches, and then have the big one at Night of Champions and have Caitlyn win. Because Caitlyn's going to win the title, in my opinion. As long as they're on the card, that's fine with me. So.
Right. Okay, main event match. The Shield versus John Cena, Randy Orton, and Daniel Bryan. It was going good. I was fine with it. And then it ends in a DQ.
Yeah.
The Shield jump. Who was it that they jumped? It was Daniel Bryan who had a yes lock on Seth Rollins, who's going to tap out. They jump in, get themselves DQ'd. And then Randy Orton RKO's John Cena and Daniel Bryan was going to cash it in. And then the Shield come back, run off Randy Orton, and beat up Daniel Bryan and John Cena, and that's how we end the show. Okay.
Fucking weird ass finish.
I'm glad the Shield is back to being dominant again, but this was a random ass finish to a Raw that's building up to SummerSlam. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You just let your main event wrestlers get beat up by the Shield. Which is okay if the Shield is involved in something special. But what is the Shield gonna do at SummerSlam, dude?
I don't know.
So, I'm very confused about that ending to Raw. But regardless of that, this was a very good show. I have no gripes about it. The only things that are wrong with it was Ryback's crappy walkout in his match and then the ending to Raw. That was it. Everything else was great. From CM Punk and Brock Lesnar's brawl to the opening segment with Daniel Bryan, Cody Rhodes and Damian Sandow's promo. Just a lot of stuff happened here, dude. So I had no gripes about this Raw. Yet another good Raw leading up to SummerSlam. Your final thoughts on it before we close out?
Good matches, no filler, you know. Yeah, it packed a punch. I will say this is one of the best Raws this year, in my opinion. So keep it up, WWE, because SummerSlam so far is on one hell of a roll.
SummerSlam is our WrestleMania.
Oh yeah, without a question. Me and Alyx are 4,000 times more excited for this show than WrestleMania. I remember me and Alyx up till WrestleMania, we were just like, we don't really give a fuck about this show. And we really didn't, to be honest. And this show, me and Alyx are willing to pay cash money for this show.
Final question, though. Curtis Axel versus Rob Van Dam for the IC Championship. You down for that?
Hell yeah, man.
We need to get RVD on the show. Yeah.
I have a feeling that either SmackDown tomorrow or Raw next week, we're going to have the final card. So, you know, I would think by then, either we're going to have the tag team match or we're going to have two singles matches. We're going to have Divas title, we're going to have Big E and Ziggler. Shield are going to do something, and then the rest of the card we have now.
But yeah, guys, the road to SummerSlam gets better, and before long, we're going to be sitting in front of what could be the best pay-per-view in years. And I mean that. Being hosted by The Miz. Poor Miz was main event in WrestleMania. Oh, how many years? 2 years ago.
Motherfucker can't even get a spot on the card.
Yeah, now the guy is reverting back to his first ever gimmick on SmackDown.
We hate The Miz. We hate The Miz.
I don't hate The Miz. I don't hate The Miz. I just feel sorry for him. I feel sorry for The Miz. This is like, what the fuck did you do, dude? Did you like hit rock bottom since you turned babyface? It's almost like they turned him babyface just to punish him. And I'm pretty sure he's fine with it, because The Miz is like, look, I'm rich, I got a good girlfriend, so...
He's getting fucking paid, so he's probably like, who gives a shit? I've been WWE champion, like, he's probably like, you know what, man, I'm sitting pretty right now, so, honestly, Miz probably doesn't give a fuck.
He doesn't give a fuck, you know he doesn't. He's probably got 5 cars like John Cena does, but who cares? But yeah, guys, share your thoughts down below about tonight's Raw. Make a video response to what you do. What are your thoughts on tonight's Raw? How excited are you for SummerSlam? And, you know, all that jazz. Leave it down below. With that said, subscribe, like me on Facebook, follow us on Twitter, check out everything down below in the description box. Anything else you want to plug, Preston?
Check out Wrestling Paradise, check out my other channel, Q&A, which is actually going to be recorded as soon as me and Alyx are done doing this. So that will be up either tonight or tomorrow. So, you know, through your Q&A, all that jazz. So that'll be up on Wrestling Paradise in the next 24 hours or so.
So pretty much, as when you're done watching this, guys, go watch this Q&A on Wrestling Paradise.
Pretty much. Or if not, it'll be up again by tomorrow. So, you know, go look for that. And all the people that put in questions, thank you, and all that stuff. So, yes, but Raw, WWE, kicking ass. And like I said to Alyx, TNA who? So, yeah.
Yeah, we'll see you guys next time. Your boy, the Lex Man, signing off. Peace.
Peace.